Oh my god, is that bloody fucking custard in there?
Hello and welcome to another Vlogmas video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And
Beardy David, me!
David's been doing Vlogmas too. If you want more of this sort of thing, not cakes, but more of us, then head on over to David's channel where he's doing Vlogmas too. Before I start, I always show off my Christmas jumper. However, haven't got a Christmas jumper on today. We've been out. This is a new look dress that my sister bought me for my birthday. Is it Christmassy? It's got stars on it.
It's lovely.
It's not Christmassy.
I'd say it's wintry.
It's wintry, but I did have...
I've got my Mickey Mouse snowman.
David's got a Mickey Mouse snow. I did have a red jumper, the red sparkly jumper that I've previously worn. I did have that over, which is why I've taken it off. Right, today...
Minnie's over there sulking because I wouldn't let her eat a battery.
Oh, good Joe. Today is a taste testing video. Last year we did a taste testing video whereby we taste tested a lot of the vegan and vegetarian sandwiches that were on the market last year, the Christmas sandwiches, sorry, in supermarkets, etc. We had a lovely time doing that. However, we didn't, I mean, much of the sandwich game hasn't really changed, David, in the year, and I wanted to do something else. Now, the original suggestion for this video by my cousin Laura last year was for mince pies, and I had hoped to film this video with Laura. I mean, not that I don't love having you here, David, but you're not a massive mince pie fan, are you? He's warm into them.
Yeah, I mean,
and I hope to film it with Laura, but hey, COVID, we didn't get to film it. So it's me and David, and we've got a selection of not just mince pies, but sort of like festive cakes or tarts from the supermarkets. I'm going to talk you through what we've got here, and then we're going to eat them and have a lovely time. And we're going to give them a mark out of 10.
Yeah, cool.
I'm going to mark it down here because the thing is, and we found this last year when we did the sandwiches, is that if you start the first one, you never know if that's going to be the best tart you've had or the worst. So we can go back and adjust things.
The best one is going to be the best.
Well, we can work through this way. Okay, let's work through this way. So there's a whole selection, and I will do a little chat about each of them. But let's work through this big pile. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different mince pies here, which is actually how many sandwiches we had last year as well. Oh. And they are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different supermarkets in the UK. Now you will think, oh, that's a hell of a lot of mince pies for Lauren and David to get through over the next few weeks or days, even, because they're open now. Hope there's not going to be lots of food waste. Do not fear, there is not going to be lots of food waste. David and I are sharing one of these mince pies between us for now, because otherwise, when will we ever eat again?
I mean, I might eat all these tonight.
No, you can't. You've got to pace yourself. And then the remainder will go to my family. We're going to bag up these, unless we really like them, and then we'll be keeping them. I mean, I already know I'm going to really like a few of these. And also, I will be making a donation to the Trussell Trust, which is a trust that I donate to every month, but I will be making a bonus one just because of the sheer amount of food that you are going to be seeing here. So let's start then with these very top ones, which David is very excited about. These are from the Co-op range, Co-op Irresistible, and they are all butter pastry Winter's Eve pudding tarts. Here we have 4 spiced apple and vanilla custard tarts, topped with a vanilla sponge and a sprinkling of stars. Now, what I will say is that you can see from the footage that I filmed of the boxes and the actual tarts, is that there's so much fucking plastic involved with tarts and mince pies. You can't escape it. So here we go. These are £2 for a box of 4, which makes it 50p per pie. PP per pie. And as I said, David and I are going to be sharing half of one of these. So they all come in little foil tart cases as well. That's very reminiscent of like eating something at my nan and granddad's.
Cherry bakewells.
Not cherry bakewells. Well, yeah, cherry bakewells, and also just like fruit pies and stuff. So you feel excited about this because there's custard in it.
Yeah.
There is custard in it as well. I'll give you the one with the most custard in. Oh, it also looks quite spongy as opposed to sort of tarty.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Let's go.
Okay,
cheers. There's going to be so much talking with our mouthfuls as well. Oh my god, that is lovely. That is really... What is that I like so much? Spiced apple and vanilla custard tarts, topped with vanilla sponge and a sprinkling of stars.
It's just very nice. It is reminiscent of like a bakewell slice. It's got that type of...
And I've got lots of little stars all over my plate where...
that was lovely.
Oh my god. I think that's going to be really hard to top.
Yeah.
Now I will say, a few of these, if you're not a mince pie fan, this might be the route to go down. And that one I would definitely say, if you're not a mince pie fan, that is one of the routes to go down. Oh my god, I really love that.
Yeah.
Feels a bit like honey. It's got like a honeyish taste. Mmm. High praise, love those. Right, the next ones are actually...
When are we marking them?
Oh, sorry, what would you give that out 9. Of 9? I'm going to go... Oh, God, I think I'm going to go 9.
Because it is tough, that first one, but...
It was really nice. Good. Right, okay, so David's gone with a 9. D9. And I'm going to go L9. Oh, God, imagine the beginning of the video. It's just downhill from now. Unless any of these are a 10. Right, I've already had one of these. Me and my cousin Laura went for a walk last weekend and shared one of these outside. These are old-fashioned, Co-op Irresistible, again, that range, the high-end range in Co-op. All butter pastry, 4 old-fashioned clementine flavour buttercream mince pies. These are filled with a sweet bourbon and bitter orange mincemeat with clementine buttercream and caramelised orange. They are made with their signature pastry recipe.
Nice, so that's a bit of buttercream blob, is it?
Yeah, and they're very, I'll try and get you a buttercream blob as well. They're very pretty as well. They've got all sort of gold on the front. Now these are £2 again, which is 50p per pie. And these are sort of more of the traditional. Now what I will say is, I didn't give you a cross section of the last one, but this one is a lot more pastry than it is pie innard. Do you think? Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
And we've both got a bit of buttercream. Very nice. It's a very nice mince pie. Very nice mince pie. There's something like quite home. God, I'm enjoying this more than I did when I had it with Laura. We were both starving. I think I am also really hungry at the moment. So that is a lovely mince pie.
That's really good.
A really nice mince pie. Something quite homemade about it. It feels.
They've also got a bit of a jam tart vibe to it, which I think what makes it
because of the pastry.
Yeah.
The pastry's really nice. Bloody hell, Co-op, well done.
Yeah.
What would you give that out of 10?
8.
This is very boring of me, but I'm also going to give it an 8. Just because I think that first one took me by surprise how much I enjoyed it.
Oh, I was fully aware of how much I was going to
enjoy
that first one.
That was a lovely mince pie.
That was really nice.
If no other mince pies are as nice as that mince pie, I will go back and change that to a 9.
Alright. I would happily eat them all over Christmas.
Eat them all up. Oh, that was nice. Right, okay, next up we've got Lidl. We've got the Lidl Deluxe range, so it's like the higher end of the range. These are speculoos almond mince tarts. All butter short crust pastry tarts, generously filled with an almond and sweet dried fruit mixture, lavishly topped with flaked almonds. And apparently I say almond wrong, so that would have been enjoyable for everybody. Now these are very cute looking. They're sort of like latticey, and also they look
like a biscuit.
They don't look like mince pies, do they? They look like mince pies. These quite reasonable actually, because they're also on the bigger side of some of the mince pies that we've got our hands on. These are £1.79 for 6, which is 29.8p, aka 30p per tart. So let's give this a go. So these are apparently big, mince pies. God, they are big, and they look very biscuity, but that might be because of the speculoos, you know. It's not really doing much for me.
I like it.
It's very gingerbready.
It reminds me quite a lot of them German biscuits.
Oh, Lebkuchen. David's life has been taken over by Lebkuchen. He can't stop thinking about them all the time. I'm leaving that. That wasn't for me. I don't know what it was I didn't like about it. I found it quite dry. It didn't taste like a mince pie, even though it is marketed as a mince tart. And I feel like it's left quite an odd aftertaste, actually. So yeah, not for me.
It might be the almonds. I enjoyed that. That was lovely.
I'm going to say a 5.
I'm saying a 7.
Wow.
Not as good as the other two.
D7.
So I have enjoyed all 3, but they're all but slightly less.
As it goes down. Well, I think it's going to go down even more because the next one
I don't know, mine might go up.
Right.
This could be the 10.
Next up, we've got the Marks and Spencer's Percy Pig Percy Mass Pies. Now, if you're not familiar...
I've not heard of Percy Pig very much.
If you're not familiar with Percy Pig, it started off as a sweet in Marks and Spencer's. Delicious sweets, and they've just basically fucking ran with it. You can't move for Percy Pig merch in Marks and Spencer's these days.
The only thing
when I went in there
missing...
today, David, they had a fucking Percy Pig Christmas tree.
Oh my god.
They've got money boxes.
They
do a Percy Pig jam roly-poly.
They'll have a TV show next
They
year.
have everything, and they've bought out these this year, new things, these Percy Mass Pies. So this is actually this is the Percy Pig original sweet that's on the front, which I do like. However, I feel like due to overexposure, I don't like them as much as I used to.
No, I agree. It's all about Colin the Caterpillar now.
Yeah, and these have been
So what's
marketed.
In these
I'm about to tell you, but these have been marketed as pies for those who don't
kids.
like mince pies.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I've still really got the taste of that almond speculoos thing. I really didn't like it. Right.
Well, luckily, I'm sure this will do something.
Yeah, this will take the taste out. These are Percy Mass Pies, pastry with a layer of fruity filling, Percy Pig flavour sponge. I mean, I don't even know what flavour that is. And pink fondant icing, hand finished with a Percy Pig.
What is it? Bacon flavour.
So I'm cutting Percy right down the middle of the end there.
Poor
old Percy. There we go.
What are we looking like?
I'm going to take the sweet off, and I'm going to eat it like that, and then eat the sweet after.
I think you should eat it as it is.
Oh, because I just don't want it to be... This smells like my worst nightmare. It just smells like kids' food. It smells like party food. Oh my god, it's disgusting. Sorry. That is revolting. Do you like it?
I really like that.
I'll eat the sweet.
That is... You can't
That's
even...
Like what dollies eat. That's what I describe as dolly food.
That shouldn't even have like the word mince pie in it. That is...
It doesn't. It says Percy
fine.
Mass Pie.
I'll tell you what they remind me of. You know when you could buy those little... you used to be able to get a Tom and Jerry pack of cupcakes that you would bake at home.
Oh yeah, with the little rice paper on top.
And they'd be strawberry flavoured. Tastes exactly like that. And I bloody love them. That's a 9.
That's disgusting. 9?
Yeah.
What, as nice as that first time?
Yeah.
You are fucking wrong.
No, they are lovely.
I spat mine out, so I really can't give it... What can I give it?
I'm
a
keeping
2.
one of them. We'll give one to him.
Spat it out. We'll change the plates over. You're going to eat the other half?
Yeah.
That was not for me. When I say it tastes like... So when I was younger, I had a little dolly that I used to feed cherry... Like, it was like a fake cherry yoghurt. I think it might even have been my sister's doll. And I used to put the spoon in like the fake cherry yoghurt and then used to feed it. And it used... Did your sisters have that doll?
I don't know.
It was called, I can't remember what it was called. I think it was my sister's doll. But yeah, and that tastes like what that smelt like.
I'm getting some more of them.
Not good. They're disgusting. So yeah, I didn't enjoy that. I've given that 2 stars. Right, next up we're into the same... Oh, sorry, I should have said. The Percy Pigs were £2 for 4, which is 50p per person. Save your money, I would say.
I'd pay a
Right, next up we're in Sainsburys land. Now we've gone for the Sainsburys Taste the Difference range. We've got 2 different tarts here from the Sainsburys Taste the Difference range. One of which I've got high hopes for and I think is going to be my favourite. But I still can't believe how good that Winter's Eve pudding one was.
Too many flavours. What you want is a good Percy flavour and that's it.
One flavour just throughout. These are Frangipan mince pies with a buttery almond topping. There's no more to that than that.
Frangipan. What's Frangipan?
What is Frangipan? It's like...
Is it the pastry or...?
I think it might be a little bit like marzipan if I'm describing it.
No,
I think it might be almond again.
Well, as long as it's... Those... Lidl ones were my limit for almonds because I'm not the hugest...
Well, they were almond flavoured, David, so let's give this a go.
Oh, I mean, it looks...
Well, it's got like one of those like cake toppers.
Oh, I'm liking these cake toppers.
So this has got like a sort of spongy...
Cheers. I don't think we've done a cheers on Percy.
What a shame. This is nice. You don't like marzipan, but you like this. This tastes like pure marzipan. This is exactly what marzipan tastes like.
I mean, I've had marzipan in about 15 to 20 years.
When David was a little boy, all he had to say was that he didn't like something once and he was never forced upon that again in his life. So, David as an adult now has all of this list, this humongous list of things that he hates. And yet when he eats them now, he's like, oh, actually, that's quite nice. Is that true to say?
100% accurate. You couldn't be more accurate.
David has lived his life where his personality
I'll tell you what,
is
the
that
problem here...
he doesn't like fruit, he doesn't like marzipan, and yet you like all of those things.
That is
This
like
is nice.
a baked slice.
And that's almond too.
I marzipan, I like marzipan.
Can we get some more marzipan? To the fact where if I even mention marzipan, his face like contorts in hatred of how much you hate
I always
marzipan.
just remember those, something you always used to get at your nan's at Christmas was those little fruit in the shape of fruits, the marzipans. And they were gross, but I probably like them now.
Right. Well, that was nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't... It was really nice.
Wasn't as good as Percy, but it was up.
No! That was disgusting.
8 for me.
An 8 for David on the old Frangipanis.
This is all high.
Yeah, high. Well, not for me. I've given 1 a 5 and 1 a 2. I think what the message here is that David just likes sugar. So, 10s across the board. Anything that's got sugar. Spoonful of sugar, 10. Love that. I'm going to give that... do you know what? I'm going to give it a 7.5 because I really liked it, but I didn't like it quite as much as the clementine buttercream mince pie. Right, these are the ones I've been really, really looking forward to. Again, as I said, Sainsburys Taste the Difference. These are rum, pineapple and coconut mince pies with a coconut crumble topping.
They look
lovely,
cool.
And they are marketed as a mince. Oh, actually, those Frangipan mince pies, they didn't taste very mince pie-ish, did they?
No, not at all. That's
so
right,
these are mince pies. Oh, I mean,
if I'm honest, none of the, apart from I think maybe the first one with the custard in, none of these are really tasted very mince pie-like.
The first one didn't have any mince in it at all, David.
Maybe the second one.
Right, okay, so, oh, sorry, these are £2, and they are, so there's 4, so you get 50p per tart. These are very,
pungent.
Well, they do smell boozy. These are very well filled, and also the pastry looks really nice. Oh, David's returning it.
No, hold on, let me have that bit.
Such drama, babe.
Honestly, there's that. No, I'm not a fan of them.
These are very rummy.
I shouldn't have.
These are very strong in flavour in terms of rum. I don't know.
And I don't like rum.
In fact, the rum is so strong, I wouldn't be able to tell you that there was pineapple and coconut in there.
No, I'm not a fan of that, I'm afraid.
Because the rum is so strong. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping they'd be the best.
If you're a fan of rum,
yeah,
you would love that.
If you like boozy things, you would like that. But for me, that's just overpowered everything. Right, here we go. God, I need a bit more. Do you want a bit of water?
I'll have a little top up, please.
And then the last box we've got.
Well, we're not going to, like, give them ratings?
Oh, sorry. So what was your rating you'd give that one?
3.
Ooh. Your beloved Sainsburys. I'd give it a 6 because it was mince pie-y, but yeah, there was no pineapple and coconut in there.
That's just like I would never visit one of them again.
Oh, okay. That's how I feel about Percy pigs, but like I don't even really want to look at the box anymore because it makes me feel sick. Right, these are the last ones. There's no mince in these. These are Tesco spiced apple and clementine pies made with Bramley apple, cinnamon and clementine filling. These are the cheapest of the bunch. They are £1.50 for 6, which is 25p per pie. Another sort of one for if you're not a big mince pie fan, then this is what you should go for. Looks a bit dry.
Very flat though.
Yeah, very well filled. Let's go. I'm getting to the end where I'm like, this is enough now. I'm glad this is my last pie because I don't think I can manage another one. That taste, you know what I said about these tastes making me feel nostalgic? The innards of that taste just like the innards of the pie I used to eat at my nan and granddad's. However, that's just apple. There's no, I can't taste clementine.
No.
I can maybe taste a bit of cinnamon. You spitting things out down there?
No, there's Minnie trying to get under the tree. Go away. Go away.
That was perfectly fine, but it was no better than fine.
Yeah, I'll say pastry was too thick.
What would you give that?
4.
I would give it a 5.
I preferred it to the rum, but not by much.
So
yeah, that pastry was way too thick. That was a bit of a struggle to get through.
Let's assess our So looking at them now, what was your favourite and what was your least favourite?
So least favourite was the rum ones.
Go on then, pick the box up. My least favourite was the Percy pig ones because none of the rest of them made me actually spit it out. So why was that your least favourite?
Just because it tasted like too much of rum, and I don't really like boozy desserts and stuff like that.
Mine was the Percy pig one because it just tasted like Dolly's food and was rank. And I don't even know how you can even begin to pretend that that's festive. There's nothing festive about that. So yeah, now let's talk about our favourites. What was your favourite, David? Was it the Percy?
It might have been is it the Percy or... No, I'll say it was probably the first ones.
Actually. Oh really?
Yeah.
So we've both gone for the same.
By a horse's hair with them.
They were so disgusting. To be honest, if we so we're both saying like these are our favourites.
Yeah.
But if we were to do the averages, these would still be our favourites because we both gave these 9. You gave this 9 and I gave it 2. so overall these were the winners, which are the Co-op Irresistible range, all butter pastry Winter's Eve pudding tarts,
well
which
done,
are
Co-op.
spiced apple and vanilla custard tarts topped with a vanilla sponge and a sprinkle of stars. They really were delicious.
They were very good.
Like I was shocked by how delicious it was.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch the footage of us being like, oh, actually, that's really nice. Had a lovely time with those, so we'd definitely recommend. And as I said, £2 for 4, so 50p a tart. Hope this was helpful to you. Let us know if you've been eating mince pies or tarts or wherever you are in the world. If you don't eat mince pies, because I think mince pies are a very, very British thing. Oh God, he's got a crumb in his beard. So yeah, what sort of like sweet treats and stuff do you eat around Christmas? Would be very interested to hear. And we'll see you all again soon for another Vlogmas video.
Bye.
Bye.